Gotta do, gotta be where God wants me to be. Nothing else matters except for His will and His way. I made up my mind, I will follow Him always to my destiny.
Hey, so glad that you're joining me. Have you ever had a passion or dream for something, and in the back of your mind you heard the enemy telling you, you cannot do that because of your race, your nationality, your creed, or just the background of where you come from? Well, my guest on today is going to empower you. He's a writer, producer, and director of his own movies. He's making it happen. A native of Starkville, Mississippi, but he's choosing to follow the path that God has for him. I want you to join me and welcome in Mr. David Skato. How are you, sir?
I'm good. I'm wonderful. I'm making it. So can't complain.
I tell you, I'm excited what God is really doing in this hour. Now, you have a passion for bringing what I call Mississippians to the light.
Right.
Tell us a little bit about that, what you're doing.
Oh, well, my dream is to build up Mississippi, to build our community. You know, there are a lot of things that we aren't experienced with, that we aren't given the opportunity to do. So, I mean, my dream and my passion is, you know, find what we want to do and do it.
Okay.
You know, why do, you know, us in Mississippi have to be looked down at? You know, you go to Chicago and ask somebody about Mississippi, they think it's all dirt roads and cotton fields.
One stoplight.
One stoplight, you know. But they don't realize that we have talent here, you know. And when people do stuff here, they go everywhere else to find talent. Like, for instance, movie making. They'll go to New York or LA to find talent when we have it here. Even industries go out to find people to work in the IT departments. You know, we have IT people here. Why you can't just hire from Mississippi? So I'm all about bringing people to Mississippi and building Mississippi in itself.
Now, how are you doing that? You have your production company, you're CEO, and I'm so proud to say that, because many times we're working for other people. When we are the CEO in the dark, we're doing all of the labor, all of the hard work, all of the calls, the contacts, but yet and still we're not owning businesses. So how are you doing all of that?
I'm doing it just like you said. I started my own production company, David Skato Productions, in 2008. And I choose to hire in Mississippi. Anybody that's on my cast, crew, anybody that helps, assistants, they're all based out of Mississippi, and majority are from Mississippi, or all of them live in Mississippi.
Definitely.
So I don't go outside of my area to find people, because I know we have the talent and everybody we need right here. So that's a little something different that I do. You know, and not to discriminate or anything from anybody else, not to take away from Atlanta, New York. They're great. They have their people, but I just choose to use people from here because just because I know we can.
Amen. Give them hope. Give them an opportunity.
Exactly.
And that's sometimes what we miss. We're always trying to find our destiny, not knowing that God sometimes calls you to the very place you don't want to be. I want to ask you this. Has it angered you in the last weeks or so with the new movie, The Help, coming out, and some of the comments that have been said in reference to Mississippi? What has been your personal feelings?
My personal feelings, yeah, I was a little bit angry at the actress. I'm not going to call her name, and I don't want to mention the show, but it was a show on BET where she said, Mississippi is lame. Mississippi, you know, doesn't have anything to do. Mississippi fries Kool-Aid, wherever they get that from. Never heard of that. But I was a little bit angry at that. And my comment to that is, if there's nothing to do with Mississippi, then do something about it. You know, and my feeling on that is, if there's nothing to do, there's always something to do. You know, if there's nowhere to go, create it. You know, if you don't have a movie theater, create it. I'm all about creation. You know, in your town, if it doesn't have a bowling alley, create it. There's a niche for it. So, you know, if people would think that way and get in that mind frame, Mississippi will be a New York, you know.
That's right.
But instead of creating, they're complaining about, oh, there's nothing to do. So
it starts with you.
Starts with you.
And I think so many times we are complaining. God is telling us to do this, do that, but we don't want to walk by faith. Now, are you walking by faith right now, or have you had a bed of roses? Everything is already set in stone, how things are going to be? Or how was your everyday when you're working with your production company?
Man, I'm walking in faith. I ventured out. I didn't think about it, you know. Well, no, I can't say that. I did think about it. You know, I thought about leaving my job and was worried, terrified. But my thing was to build, you know, I'm a really big fan of Black Enterprise magazine, and with the segment that they have about, you know, building income as far as you need reserve income. So I used my reserve to leave my current position to pursue movie making. So
wow,
I used that, and
that's wisdom.
Exactly, and I got, you know, with this inspirational film, I Am Woman, that I've written and produced. With that film, faith works, because I've had several churches get aboard. You know, I mean, people are coming out, and it's amazing how they want to help, you know, and this is something I'd never experienced before.
And that's called the favor of God. But I want to go back to how I Am Woman, the door was open, the opportunity. You've had a previous production before I Am Woman, so tell us a little bit how the door was kind of open to
Now the door was open for I Am Woman, believe it or not, through a gangster movie. There was a movie that I wrote and I produced. Of course, I was born and raised in the projects, so therefore I know a lot about the projects.
I like how you said that. A lot.
A lot. I know a lot about the projects. And so what I did was a gangster movie based on a couple of experiences that I know of. So, you know, the movie did really well. We did really well in sales, really well rating wise. You can check it on IMDb, and you can see all the ratings and everything. But that movie, gangster movie, it was hard for me to promote it, because I was more or less like, you know, I like the movie, I love what I've created, but, you know, this is not going to take the people in the direction that I want to take them. I don't want to take you back. I want to take you, let's get out of this, you know.
Right.
I want to take you out of the hood, you know, and I want to show you that we can do something different, a little bit different. So I created I Am Woman, which is a inspirational story, you know. It's inspirational. It's about a 17-year-old girl, and it's also based on past experiences that I've had in life, or that I've witnessed in life. So
now she experiences life in poverty, right? Life
in poverty, life with a drug-addicted mother. She has never known her father. Which is a common thing, you know, in the project and the poverty areas, which people don't really realize. You know, when I was growing up, a dad in the house was a rare thing.
It was,
and it was more of if you had a dad, you were the weird one. Like, your dad stays with you, you know,
normal.
Like that's not right. So, and it was common to not see your dad for 5 years in a row, you know. So be it prison, be it that he just left. So and of course that's where that experience came from. So and her mother dies. So in the movie.
Personal question. So was your father in your home? Was he present in the home?
No.
Do you think that pushed you to excel even the more? It
does. It does every day. You know, I've learned to forgive, but I can't forget. So, I mean, with that said, I try not to talk a lot about it. I don't try to bash people in any kind of way. But with that said, you know, the more that as I got grown and as I started to make my own way, he started to try to come back. And I just can't do it. You know, right at the point I am now, I just can't allow him to come back. So, and like I say, I forgave him. He's forgiven, but I don't forget. So I'm trying, you know, I do talk to him now.
But that's a start.
So, you know, as much as I can without, you know, blowing a fuse. Because, I mean, we had it hard, you know. My mom raised 3 boys, and we had it really hard. So.
Were you the eldest?
I'm the youngest.
Okay,
I'm the youngest.
The baby.
I'm the baby.
That season here is everything.
Yes, and so it propelled me to move and to take care of my children, which I would never, ever let them feel what I felt.
So when you're writing your movies, do you go back into the moments, the experiences of how you were in your childhood, and then some ways of, as I call it, high school years?
I do. Yes, I do all the time. I mean, and I have to. I pull from that. You know, I pull from every experience. from be it that, you know, I've never had anybody to teach me anything, you know, as far as how to be a man. You know, well, my mom pretty much, you know, taught me how to be a man, you know, and a lot of people say a woman can't teach a man how to be a man. That is not true. A woman is the strongest thing in this world, you know. So, and I strongly believe in that, and that's the reason I respect all women. You'll never ever hear me call a woman out of her name. So, and
so I am woman. Do you think that birthed out of having such a strong mother, someone who beat the odds? Because, you know, that's what the world wants to say, that women cannot, you know, rear young men. Oh, they'll turn out to be, you know, gay, or they'll do this, but you are living testimony that it can be done. It can be done. Strong, you know, black man taking care of his children, his responsibility. You are a living testimony. It can be done. It can be done. It can be done. And yeah, I Am Woman is a reflection of strong, not just my mother, but of strong women around. You know, I know today strong women that still have it hard. They're my age and they have it hard, you know, and they're making it, you know, they're making it, whether it's 2 jobs, 1 good job, or 1 job that's not so good, but they're making it. You know, they're doing what they need to do. Wow. And they are the women, you know, and that's the whole reason. I Am Woman is not I am a woman, it's I am woman, because woman is something that, you know, believe it or not, a woman is something that can't be beat in this world. So, you know, and a lot of people are like, oh, why do you say that? Guys know we ain't strong. We may be physically strong, but women got it all the way with mentally. So. Now, there's some men out there saying, I cannot believe he just said that. I'm putting it out there. I'm just letting you know, I'm putting it out there, you know. That's good stuff. That's good stuff. And the women are going, yeah, that's it. Say it again. I'm saying it because, you know, and a thing about, I'm also not a psychology major, but I'm close to it. And if I wanted to go back, I only have about maybe 2 or 3 classes to get a psychology degree. And I do have a degree, by the way. It's just an IT. But, wonderful. I was propelled in psychology, and I really liked it, so I took all of the classes. So, but I mean, you learn why a man is abusive. For that control issue, abuse comes from control issues, you know, and confidence issues. And reason I'm bringing this up because the fact that men know subconsciously that women are stronger than them. So abusive man knows that, and that's why he's abusive, to try to make himself feel that he's stronger than a woman, but he'll never be. You know, and like I said, you know, the man try to mentally break us down. And you'll see a lot of that in this movie. This girl, 17, and the men tried to break her down, but she's not going. That's most women. So. We find a way to make a way where there seems like to be no way. And even when you think we're out, oh, we coming up stronger. It's, I love how my mother and my aunt, she always say it's not the dog in the fight, you know, it's how big the fight is in the dog. We come out swinging, and you better get out of the way. Hey, I know you all are truly enjoying this. We'll be right back, and I'll see you very soon. Living in this world ain't easy. It can seem hard. back and we're talking about I am woman. Tell yourself today, I'm fearfully, wonderfully made, but more important, I am woman. I can make it through this storm. Let's go back and jump back into what we're talking about, I am woman. I love how you said just not your mother, but just women in general, how strong they are. Now, I don't want you to tell the ending part because I want everybody to go see the movie, but just the little jits and I call it the one that gets you excited. How does she get a grip of coming out of what she's enduring throughout the movie? How does she come to herself?
She comes to herself by the help of a character by the name of Mary, and she is played by Keisha Pratt, Jackson native. But Mary is a really religious lady, and I mean she walks in the path of God all the time. So Mary knows Josie is the girl's name, the 17-year-old, and she knows her past, and she just mentors her. She doesn't pressure her, you know. She just mentors her throughout the movie, and you can actually see a change from beginning to end, because when we come into the movie, Josie's mother has just died, and you can see that she's at the lowest that she's going to ever be, or lowest that you possibly can get when Mary moves her into her home. And I mean, you can see the changes, you know, by the reactions, by the words, and by the end, you know that, you know, she's definitely ready to make that change.
Oh my! Now you said Keisha is actually playing Mary, the role of Mary. Any correlation, you know, when you're choosing the actors, and then you put them with who they're going to play in that role as a director? Do you simply say, okay, I want her to play that role because of her shape, the way she wears her hair, or does she have a correlation with that specific character? She has
Keisha Pratt. Keisha Pratt is Mary. She's very religious. She's a gospel singer, and I mean, she's all around Mary. I mean, you know, great person, you know. And actually, the way I found Keisha is through Jay Structure, which is my production manager. And he picked her out. He was like, I know she's gonna fit this part. So, you know, and he's a great guy. I mean, we have Jay Structure as production manager. We have Page 27 Designs is going to do wardrobe, and she's supplying the wardrobe.
Amen, that's a blessing.
Page 27, great boutique down in Jackson, Mississippi. And we have Madeline Productions. They're coming in to assist with just several different production things on production day. We also have In Tune Design that's going to come in, and he's a graphic artist, a video graphic artist. Does a lot of video visuals and things like that. And so he's going to come in and do a little help on the back end post production. So we actually, I mean, people, they're just willing to help.
Up. He has set you up to be blessed.
I hope. I know he
definitely
is.
set you up to be blessed. I mean, truthfully, it's like a major transition that I'm seeing in your life. And as you said earlier in the segment, and you're walking by faith.
Right.
And when you walk by faith, sometimes it seems like you're walking and you're about to just fall down because you don't know where the funds, the money, you don't know where anything is going to come. Then all of a sudden he lifts you up and you walk on this straight path and he has everything set.
Right.
You know, for you. And you're like, wow, that was easy.
Unexpected and unbelievable. You know, I mean, it was totally unexpected. Like I said, I actually found Jay. I was doing a promo for Page 27.
Look at that.
And I met Jay there, Jay Structure. And from then on, we've had this relationship, this bond. And I told him about my movie that I had written, because then it was just a story. And he was like, I'm on board. I'm all the way 100%. And from there on, man.
So I want to ask this question. Do you believe that God strategically places people in our lives at appointed times? I do.
God places people, everybody you come across, God placed them there for a reason. It is up to you to take it. You know, it's up to you to accept that. You know, a lot of times, you know, we as certain people, we'll look at something a different way than God meant for us to see it, and we'll take it and be like, I ain't gonna do that. You know, there are some days that you don't want to get up. You have a gut feeling like, you know, I know I need to do this, but I just don't want to do it. You know, you need to go ahead and just do it because it's not there. It's there for a reason, you know. And I mean, I've had that so many times where I'm like, I'm so terrified to go do this interview. I'm really scared to go on TV, and I shake it out, and I was like, there's no way Miss Tammy Tubbs would have called me if it wasn't meant to be. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to do the best I can, and I know God has my back.
So are there days when you feel like giving up?
Every day.
Taking that hat off, hanging it up, and saying, this is enough.
Hanging it up. It gets really hard sometimes. Like you said, you never know where the funds are going to come from. You don't know, you know, you just, you know, it's like that doubt somewhere, you know, I don't know where it comes from, but that doubt hits you like a ton of bricks, and it's like, I can't do this. What am I doing? You know?
We all go through that.
I'm not meant to do this. I can't do this. I can't make a movie. Am I crazy? You know, I can't make a movie. And then it's like, why not? You know, why, you know, Tyler Perry made a movie.
That's right.
Isn't he a man?
That's right.
I'm a man, you know. And
some of the same background, you know, he used that as fuel to propel his way into Hollywood. But what I love about Tyler, he did not compromise.
Right.
He did not, and he said it boldly, how Hollywood say, we would produce you if you take this Jesus stuff out of here.
Right.
And he's like, oh no, oh no. And because he did, God blessed him even the more.
Right.
Now that's a question I want to bring to you. If the opportunity comes, for those that are watching, compromise. Would you compromise your morals, values of what your mother instilled in you?
I wouldn't. Never. Never. If somebody came to me today and said, we'll give you $10 million to make this movie in Hollywood, I'm not going to do it.
Why?
You know, because I believe in Mississippi.
Amen.
You know, I don't want to be the richest person in the world. You know, if I can make a production that people enjoy watching, I don't have to make a dime. You know, I just want them to go see it, take something from it, learn from it. If it's not learning from the movie itself, if you're not a 17-year-old girl and you can't relate to these experiences, but take from that, me as African American male with a tough background made this movie. Take that and run with it. You know, whatever I could do, you could do.
That's
or
right.
whatever any man on this earth walking has done, you can do. Even stuff that they haven't done, you can do.
Wow. That's powerful. That's powerful. As you said, it's not about money for you.
No.
It's about touching the hearts and the lives of people, to give them hope, to know that they can achieve. That they can become an entrepreneur. You know, they can become a music producer. They can become have their own production company, writer, director. We can do it.
We can do it.
Despite living in Mississippi, we can do it.
Right. And who said you can't? You
Don't
know?
limit yourself.
Who said
the
you can't?
sky's the limit.
And even if somebody told you who can't, who are they?
I know.
You know, who are they? Are they God?
Did somebody ever tell you personally in your life that you can't do that?
Oh,
man,
yeah.
please.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. I had school teachers tell me you weren't going to graduate.
Oh, my goodness.
I had, I wasn't I wasn't the nicest person in high school, so I've been suspended every year of school. Had a really violent temper. I was really violent, you know, and I just, like you said, I followed the path of God and walked out of it.
When I say Master Sergeant Cal Wiggins,
yeah.
what comes to your mind?
A ram. We bumped heads. Oh, my God, we bumped heads. And he'll tell you in the day, he changed a lot because we bumped heads all the time. We were just like this all the time.
What was going on inside of you during those moments?
Rebellion. Just not believing in myself, thinking that, you know, I have to be this way. I have to be mean because growing up from where I'm from, you have to be tough. You know, there's no, you have to be tough. There's no, you can't walk down the street and let people pick on you, because if you did, you're going to get picked on all the time. So the only other option is you're going to be tough. So what that is, that drove over into my young adulthood. And no matter who it was, the bigger you are, I'm a fighter. You know, so Master Sergeant, of course, he's way bigger than me. Or back then, he was way bigger than me, but I wasn't scared of him. And so we bumped heads a lot. You know,
my goodness.
And today I talked to him, and he knows that, you know, I apologize for anything that I've said or done when I was 17.
So sometimes you do have to get those bad seeds up. You have to go back and apologize, you know, for God to really bless you the way that, you know, he designed for us to be blessed. Another question, what's the best advice someone has ever given you in regards to your dreams, reaching your destiny?
Just the basic, you know, if you believe it, you can achieve it. I have a mentor, which is Andy Bryant, which owns Video Magic One. And one thing about Andy, when he met me, he saw something in me that a lot of people didn't see. And Andy gave me many opportunities to do things. And he always told me, Antonio, you have the talent, just do it. You know, it's just that I'm like, what do you mean just do it? Just do it. I'm like, what does that mean? It means exactly what he said, just do it. You know, there's nothing that's stopping you from just doing it. You know, whatever you want to do, whatever you want to be, I don't see what's stopping you. And once you get over that mental block, you can do anything, you know. You set the path and you just start doing it. If you want to be a teacher, you set the path. You know, you like, okay, what do I need to do to be a teacher? And you set that path. Here's your goal. And here's where you're starting. You know everything you need to do in between. So, and that's what I did to become a a movie maker, you know.
So I heard this lady, and it was powerful to me. And it really shook my world. She said, a lot of you are waiting for something to happen. You have to go make some noise. And I was driving saying, make some noise. When you think about making noise, it's like yelling, screaming, dancing, clapping or something. She said, make some noise. Let the world know that you're out there. And so I began to say, I need to make some more noise. I can't wait for people to call me. I have to send some emails, some texts, you know, social networking sites, put some videos here and there. So what advice would you give someone to just tell them, make some noise for whatever they're trying to do right now? Whether it's whatever industry, make some noise. Right.
Now, you said it as best as it can be said, you know. Get out there, make some noise. I mean, I don't think there's any other way to say it. Like you said, email, text, let people know what you want to do. You'll be amazed at the amount of people that are willing to help. You know, just let them know, people, you know, this is who I am, this is what I'm trying to do. You know, and you'll be amazed how many people are willing to help when they see that you're trying to do something and you're trying to do it positively.
Now, you are an IT person.
I am.
Awesome at that. I can say that. You've worked a little bit with us. Now, for somebody that says, well, I don't do the social networking and all of that, please help them out. You know, I was telling this lady, I said, honey, if somebody wants to find you, all they have to do is Google your name. They can find out where you are, where you live. Right. It's that simple. So can you please help with this misconception of you know, computers is not the way to go? Please help them out. Right.
I don't think you can do anything really productively without computer. Not that you have to have the most knowledge. You don't have to have an IT degree to work with a basic computer, basic Facebook, basic networking. Just, you know, and my thing today is get on there. Don't be scared of it. It's not going to bite you. You know, get on there and practice, you know. Right. Yeah, I've seen my auntie, I've seen her come up, as you could say, in the computer. She went from never having a computer, never touching the computer, to now she's on Facebook posting pictures and blogs, and all in a matter of probably less than a year. See? And I mean, and she, you know, of course she'll call and ask several questions, which I don't mind answering, but most of her knowledge comes from trial and error. She gets on there and she's like, I'm gonna learn how to do this.
That's good.
And so, I mean, you know, she does whatever she needs to do now on the computer.
Well, listen, it's been a pleasure and an honor. Thank you for stopping by to tell us what God is doing great in your life. If somebody wants to submit DVDs or production information to you, give us your contact information and how they can contact you there in Jackson.
Okay, my contact information is, you could email me at david.skato@yahoo.com, or you can go to my website, www.davidskato.com. And that's David, S-K-A-T-O.
All right, guys, it's time for you to make some noise for whatever you believe in God to do. It won't just fall in your lap. You got to get out there, get busy, and do what God has called you to do. It's been a pleasure and an honor. I love you all so very much, and I'll see you next time. God bless.
Living in this world ain't easy. It can seem hard. time.